Hello everybody, I'm Sneaksy Gamer, and welcome back to Thief Deadly Shadows. We just melted the door, the seal on the glyphs, so I can now use keeper doors again. And now we need to head downstairs into the lower libraries. And as far as I know, I've gotten everything I need to from here. Let's check how much loot do I have right now. I've got 65%. Worst case scenario, I'll have to come back and see if I missed something. But I believe I've gotten everything. I don't know why the glyph was missing from that thing, but anyway. Come on, get up there. We're heading to the lower libraries, yes. And the lower libraries are not a very large area, so we shouldn't have too much difficulty. I will be able to complete this most definitely in this episode unless I screw up really badly. That leads to the Hall of Statues. I might go there first. Actually, I don't think I'm going to go into the Hall of Statues just yet. Here we've got this. I'm going to put out these candles for no reason whatsoever. And in here, this is where we will be going to leave later. But I'm going to get the loot that's in here first. First of all, we've got... there it is. We've got a statue there, and we've got... whatever that is, a book or something there. Over here we've got a gold candlestick and a gold plate. And we've got a locked chest here. So we're going to unlock the chest. And we've got some more loot in this chest. Now, up here, I don't know if there was any loot up here, but I'm going to double check, just to be sure.
Something tells me there's no coming back. I should finish everything else I've got to do first.
So apparently Garrett has some sort of sixth sense to know when I'm at the end of a level. So I'm not going to go into the Hall of... yeah, I'll wait to go into the Hall of Statues, because that's where I will be heading in a bit anyways. I want to finish the other stuff first. So this is Katika's chambers. Or this leads to Katika's chambers.
Whoever did this knows a lot more about glyphs than most keepers. That's not good.
And we've got somebody who has turned to complete stone. Not sure if that's Katika or not. I'm assuming it's not. Ogilvy's Treatise on Sentience, Section 24. To trace the history of the artifacts is to trace a history of strife and chaos. Where they appear, war follows, or catastrophe. Several factions have ascribed a beneficent purpose, or even a religious origin to the artifacts that fall into their hands. But they delude themselves. An artifact serves no master but itself. To name them artifacts as if they shared one origin or motive is misleading. Several are sentient, but whether they share a common sentience is unknown. They have never gathered in one place. To speculate what might happen is beyond current knowledge, the end of the world or the beginning of something entirely new. Following the movements of these elusive objects is relatively easy, as each subsequent owner falls prey to their influences. An exception to this is the crown, the whereabouts of which is unknown. References to it can be found in pagan mythologies, who believe it was given by the trickster to an offshoot race, though we can find no evidence that this race ever existed. And that's referring to the Kershak crown. that we found and stole, and probably sold to someone. We've got some loot here. We've got a locked chest here that has an easily missable piece of loot in it. So we've got some coins, a dagger, and there's a tiara in there that cannot really be seen. Back here we've got a couple of goblets. And we've got a book here. Compiled Lexicography Volume 4. Religion. Malcontent Hammer, a member of the lower class who has publicly spoken against the worship of the Builder. Malefactor Hammer, one who has actively tried to harm the religion of the Builder. Could theoretically be applied to a Hammerite actively trying to harm the religion of the Woodlord, but not applied to such by the Hammerite Church. Manfool Pagan, a non-believer, especially an urban resident. Mechanist Religion, a schism of the Hammerite religion. C. Formed by the prophet Karis. The Mechanists were characterized by a focus on machinery and technology and an overwhelming desire to destroy elements of nature. After the destruction of their primary cathedral, Soulforge, and the death of Karis, the religion was disbanded. See Hammerites Heresy Trials. The for more information, or the Hammerite Heresy Trials, I'm assuming it means. I'm just gonna double check that none of this is loot. Most of the loot glints, but occasionally there's a piece that doesn't glint, so it's hard to tell sometimes. There's nothing up there, that's just a chair up there, and you kind of get stuck up there if you try to go up there. And this is Catechus Chambers. So, we got more loot in here. I'm going to come back here and grab some more loot. And I believe that's all of the loot in this part. There's some in the Hall of Statues, and I believe that should be the last of it. Let me check. Yeah, 94% I believe the stuff in the Hall of Statues will be the last of it. If not, I will have to go back and find it. But we've got a note here. Garrett, surprised are we to see a note, a paper naming you by your very own name? Are you answering your questions, or are you simply questioning your answers? I know what you seek, and you seek what I know.
No one is supposed to know I'm here. So who left me this note?
And for some reason, reading that note tells us that we have to go to the Hall of Statues to meet whoever left it. Not sure how we got that information, because it doesn't say that. But that's why I wanted to wait with the Hall of Statues, because I'm going to be going there now anyways. And this is the part where I said the mission gets difficult. This is the Hall of Statues. Again, I apologize if that was loud.
This is the place, all right. Why do I smell a rat?
Terminus animus, take the power, the glyphs, the bindings, live, walk, talk, and obey! Yes, my will, my desires. Terminus animus, awake! Garrett is here among you somewhere. Seek, fetch, find him out. Crush him till breathing stops. Cut him till bleeding stops. Do not let him escape. Yes. I must leave you my helpers, my minions, my stone warriors, and secret myself away. Yes, must keep secret, must stay hidden a little while longer. Oh, so many secrets.
Great. So now we've got some living statues to deal with. And of course they're going to be quite resistant to damage, so I'm going to use some mines. Don't come up here, please. Please, please don't come up here. Oh man. It's gonna notice me, isn't it? Of course, it's making me kind of stare right into its butt. These things are very weird, very creepy. Come on. You know you want to step on it. And as I mentioned, they are very resistant to normal damage, so that's why I'm using explosive damage. Kinda makes it easier to deal with them. So we're gonna open this chest, and this is the last of there we go. Now we just need to escape, but we need to escape with our lives, because there's at least one more of those statues in our way to escape. Now, in order to escape, there's one of them in Catechus Chambers, but we don't need to go back to Catechus Chambers for anything. I'm going to use fire arrows to take care of this one.
Find the sound, find the noise, find it, kill it.
Got it. And I think that's all of them, but those things are very dangerous and not fun to mess with. So I'm gonna quick save every once in a while this game likes to crash. And this is where we leave.
I found more than I bargained for. A hideous old woman who makes statues walk, who is out for my blood and knows me by name. Orlan doesn't seem to have a clue, so I don't think he's my man after all. Artemis didn't leave me much to go on either. I managed to escape the ambush, but the Keepers still think I'm the enemy. In fact, I only know of one person who might be able to help me. A Hammerite named Inspector Drept.
And if I remember correctly, Inspector Drept was the one who is looking for information on the Hague, or I believe she's also the Grey Lady. So I mentioned earlier on in the game that the Hague would become more relevant later on, and it's becoming more relevant now. But that still doesn't explain why the Hague was in the Keeper compound, and why it knows who I am and wants to kill me. So we will find that out soon enough. So Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And as always, I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.